welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Oline and I'm a knitter from Norway. Today I'm going to hopefully be able to cast on direction loop sweater, and this is a project that I've been kind of wanting to knit up for a while, or not exactly this project but like a striped sweater, so I'm really excited to knit up a striped sweater now. My last one was the Marseille sweater that I have, and that's like 1.5 years ago I think. So I thought I'd just take you guys along with me on the process of making this sweater. It's also by a brand new designer to me, Otherloops. She has really cool designs, but I've just not discovered her before, like pretty recently, and I've just been falling in love with all of her designs. And as you might know, I just got some new yarn, and I've even made a swatch because I'm so excited that I just had to kind of see how it would turn out. And I've used double-stranded baby merino in a really like strong blue color and in the light gray. I don't exactly know what the blue is called, but I can write it on the screen. And I'm just so excited to cast on, and hopefully this combination works because I really want to cast on today. But I haven't washed this swatch yet, so I just have to see how this grows. I'm probably going to knit with this anyways, but then I might have to take how it grows into consideration when I choose sizes and stuff like that. So I'm going to wash this and then be able to cast on, and I'm just super excited. This is also knit on 4mm, so I think it will go by quite quickly because it's 4mm and stripes. Just knitting up this swatch went by like super quickly. And I'm also super intrigued by like the huge saddle shoulders and the construction with the stripes on the saddle shoulders and everything. So I'm really excited about this project, and yeah, about trying a new designer. I originally thought that maybe the striped sweater I was going to be making this year was Leo sweater by Petiteknit, because Petiteknit is a very familiar designer to me. I see all of her work, but the more I kind of looked at different striped sweaters, because I really wanted to make a striped sweaters, the more direction loop sweater showed up in my feed, and it just, the construction of this sweater is just so cool, and there is so many cool color combinations, and I really fell in love with like the red and white one, but I love blue, so I really wanted to make something like similar with that but with blue. And I think it's going to be really excited to knit up. So I just have to go wash this now immediately, and then I'll probably even measure it while it's wet, because I really want to cast on. And I feel like I've been waiting for so long now to have the time to like cast this on and really enjoy the process. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then I'll catch up with you and just tell you if this swatch work out or not, and if I can cast on or not. Really hope so. I've now washed this swatch. I was a bit afraid that that would like stretch and grow too much after blocking, and now I have blocked it, and there is almost no difference between this blocked version and the pre-blocked version. I think it might grow a bit more when there's a whole garment that kind of weighs everything down, but I am feeling pretty confident that this will turn out quite alright, because I have made a swatch, it measures correctly. I think it's going to go well, and I'm really excited to be working with this color combo. So I'm super excited to cast this on. I think this is the most excited I've been in maybe months to cast on a project. So I'm not going to keep myself waiting any longer, and I'm just going to go cast on. Hi, I'm just going to do a quick little update. I'm now in Oslo. I'm visiting a friend and I have of course brought my knitting with me. I've not exactly had a lot of knitting time because being in the city we are doing a bit of sightseeing, wide shopping, and that doesn't make for a lot of knitting time, especially when I'm also running around after a toddler. But I've finished both of the shoulders for my direction loop top sweater. They were knit from the middle here. I cast on using what's that cast on method called? I'm just going to write it, but I cast on from the middle here and then I knit one side and then the other. So currently I am picking up stitches all around the edges to work on like the back and the increases on the shoulders. I have done this once before, but I picked up the wrong amount of stitches across the back, and I also picked up in a way that made it look not so nice. So now I'm doing it again, but that's kind of where I'm at currently. Not really anything exciting to see, but I'm hoping to at least get it all connected in the round maybe by today or tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hi, I just got back from Oslo last night and I thought I'd just do a quick update on the direction loop sweater since I'm back. I didn't get quite as much done while I was in Oslo as I had thought because I spent most of my time running after my toddler. It definitely takes a lot of time and energy to keep track of a toddler in a city on your own, but this is how far I've gotten. This here is the shoulder and like the sleeves. As you can see, I have separated for the sleeves and I really love this color and I think it's going to be really nice. I think one of the next things I'm going to do now is either I'm going to try it on first or I'm going to do the neckline first and then try it on, but I'm really excited to like see how it fits. and how like I did check for the gauge, but I know that can be a bit different when the garment gets a bit heavier and bigger, so I'm excited to see that. And also when doing the increases for the sleeve, I made a little mistake. I counted wrong, so I did one more increase than I was supposed to do, and when I realized I had gotten so far and it was so many stitches to rip back if I was going to do that, so I just decided to go with it and instead do a decrease on the body instead of ripping back. So I'm excited to see, like I'm kind of nervous to see, or I want to see how that has affected the shape of it. It's just 2 extra rows in kind of the increase department, so I think it's going to be okay and I can get away with it, but I just want to see. I got back last night, and when I got back I had gotten to this grey stripe here, I'm pretty sure, so I did like finish the grey stripe and then do a blue stripe where I separated for the sleeves. And then during the night and what has already been of this day today, I have done quite a bit under the arm as well. It's been really nice to be able to just be outside and my son running freely and me getting some knitting time. And I really have underestimated how much freedom living the way we do gives, and I would never trade that away, because getting enough knitting time in really like regulates me, and I can't like imagine not having this opportunity that we have living the way we do. But that is how far I've gotten, and I'm just really excited to continue. There was a point where I had just like finished the shoulders and I was wondering if I had messed up and should have done grey as the main color, but now that I see it like bigger and can like start to envision it as a sweater, I'm really happy I went with blue, because I really love blue and I'm really excited to wear this sweater, and it's quite a statement sweater in comparison to like other sweaters and jackets I have that are more bland, so I'm really excited about that. But now I'm going to wrap this up so I can get back into knitting. One more thing about this project, it was not the smartest thing to travel with like a 2-stranded project with multiple colors when traveling. It was a mess, lots of tangles. I also traveled with a 60 centimeter 4mm needle, and when doing all the increases, the amount of stitches on that needle was just way too much. So what ended up happening is actually that it broke. The needle, as you can see here, goes there, and on this side that needle just broke off, and that was quite devastating, because that was like the first evening that I had a lot of time to actually knit, and then my needle broke, so I was quite pissed about that. But looking back at it, I'm quite happy that it happened, because I ended up getting some Chicago needle while I was in Oslo at the yarn store they had there. So this is my first time trying out the Chicago. As you can see, the classic red, what's it called? The classic red thing in between the needles, metallic needles. That's really been fun to work with on this project as well, since I mostly knit with bamboo. But I've really been loving like knitting with metal, and also how like pointy these needles are. That's also been really nice. So I just wanted to remember to say that as well. I'm just going to do a quick update. As you can see, I've gotten quite far. I'm going to hold it up so you can see. I've gotten quite far on this, and I'm wearing my other striped sweater in honor of this. I'm really excited to get another one. As you can see, though, they have quite a different vibe. This is very basic and this is very like bold, but I'm really excited about it. I am currently working on the ribbing. I have about a centimeter to go and then the Italian binding before I can start on the arms. I'm really excited. I tried this on last night before doing the last stripe and it fit. It's at the length I like. It maybe was a tad bit short, but I thought after finishing the next stripe and doing the ribbing that it would be long enough, and I also don't want to make it too long and then when blocking it just gets super long. So I decided to like wrap it up at that point. Now I'm just working on the ribbing. Just after I started the ribbing, I'm knitting that on 3.5 millimeters. My 3.5 millimeter needles broke as well, my interchangeable ones. So I don't know what it is about this sweater, but all my needles are just breaking. So I am vowing to myself that for the rest of this sweater I'm using metallic needles and not interchangeable ones, because I don't want anything more to break, and I just don't know why it's breaking. I've knit similar things to this with the same needle. I don't know if the needles are just used up or what it is, but I'm not willing to sacrifice any more needles to finish this, so metallic needles from here on out. But yeah, I'm just working on the ribbing, and then I also did the neckline last night. I really like it. I really like the way it's the way the tubular bind off is on this one. Let's see if you can see. Instead of doing like one row or 2 rows of like the tubular bind off thing, you did 4 in total, and that gave the edge like this kind of rounded off edge, and I really like that. And that also makes it easier if you want to have an elastic in like the end of the neck here, an elastic there, because that means it's hollow, so you can just sew your elastic in there. But I'm just getting really excited to finish this and be able to wear it. We also have some extreme weather going on right now. It's raining a lot, and like in where I live in Norway and kind of around where I live. So I am really choosing this project to work on most of the time, because when it's bad weather outside I really like to cozy up with big chunky knits, and I also hope to be able to wear this because this is exactly what I want to wear now. But that is really all for my update, and next time I talk to you will probably be when I knit on the sleeves. So super excited. just wanted to do a quick check-in because I really wanted to try this on, mostly. I just finished this first sleeve yesterday and I just wanted to see how it fits, and I must say I really like the way it fits. It's still like a bit awkward here because the garment, it's still quite stiff because the yarn has not been washed yet, and I feel baby merino is a bit stiff before it's washed. But I'm just really excited to wash it and crossing my fingers that it won't grow too much, because I'm really excited to use this. And I also love the detail here where the stripes go all the way throughout the rib. It's just an amazing detail, and this sweater has so many amazing details, so I'm just so excited to finish this sleeve so I can start wearing it out and about, because I can't wait anymore. So I'm not going to sit here and talk for much longer because I want to start working on this second sleeve, so fingers crossed I can finish it today. Hi, I'm back for one final update on this direction loop sweater. It's finally done and it has been blocked, so the shoulders are laying more like they should. I still think a couple of more uses will be good so that everything like flattens down, but it's now done. I have already used this. I used this yesterday because then it was just dry enough that I could get away with using it, and I got so many compliments from my family, and I also really loved wearing it. I love the stripes on the shoulders, I love all of the stripes, I love the color, I love that I made it blue. I'm so happy that I stuck with my decision in turning it blue. This used almost all of the blue I had, actually. I think I used 10 skeins of blue and about 4 or 5 of the grey, so I definitely used a lot. This is quite a heavy sweater. I think it ended up being over 700 grams, so that's quite a lot of yarn. But now that it's done, I know this is going to be such a staple in my wardrobe. This is definitely going to be something that I reach for when I just want to throw on a sweater. Just like my Mersai has been. It's soft, it's like the perfect amount of baggy, it reaches the perfect length. The arms are just like long enough that they're cozy. I also really like this detail where the stripes go all the way across the rib. And this has so many other details that I'm absolutely in love with, so I think this will definitely be a sweater I really grab for in this fall and winter probably. And it has kind of tempted me to make more striped sweaters, so now I'm just thinking about all the other striped sweaters I can make. But I am so pleased to be finished with this and working on this, even though it was really fun to work on because of all of the really nice details. I was just so excited to get it done because I really wanted to wear this. This, I think, has been one of the things I've made recently that I've been the most excited to wear and use and loved the look of the absolute most, because this is just, I think it's so cool. I think the stripes are so cool. I think the shoulders, I just love everything about this, so I'm super excited to now have it in my wardrobe, and I'll probably use this every day. But that's all. That's my last update on this project. that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love if you left a like or maybe a comment. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. Bye!